Good evening. Welcome to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm here to give another wonderful review on two books. That's a trilogy based on a true story. But before I go into that, I want to say please keep June Miller in your prayers. 2 weeks ago, he had a stroke, and last I heard, he was in a coma and haven't heard anything else. Also, could you please keep Mike Warren and family in prayer? He unfortunately is no longer with us, so I just say keep his family in prayer because he passed away like 2 weeks ago. He was a wonderful author, so if you ever feel the need, pick up one of his books. He has a series called Private Affairs, and it's something else. I was lucky enough to meet him here in Atlanta. I would say 5 or 6 years ago at a book signing. Very down to earth brother. I just hate he's gone. He left a lot behind. He left lots of books because he recently just started doing a lot of short stories, and I really need to catch up because I haven't read any of those. But with no further ado, the book I'm talking about that I just finished is two books. It's a trilogy. The third book falls in November the 1st, and it is called Swinging in the Bible Belt by Pam Trotter. And due to her strong religious background, her father is a pastor in real life. She's not able to promote this book. I doubt her name is really even Pam Trotter. It's probably a ghostwriter name because due to her career, she is a dentist hygienist, and like I said, her father's a pastor. But it deals with her. She gets married, and her first husband, unfortunately, is killed in an accident. They have a son. I want to say his name is Josh, because they really don't really talk about it. It's mainly about four characters, and I'm gonna get to that. She marries her second husband, Colt, and it's like 20 years maybe into their marriage. They meet another couple by the name of Peter and Mary, who also have a son and a daughter. And Peter and Mary introduces Colt, and I'm gonna say Pam because in the book it's never said what her name is. It's like she's telling the story but never says her name, but she says other characters' names, which probably isn't their real name. I'm just gonna say it. Pam and Colt to the S&L lifestyle, which is swinging. And when I say the sex in this book, whoa. All I want to say is 50 Shades Who. If you love reading Zane, you will love reading these two books. I promise you. I mean, the sex, they was getting it in. I'm not gonna even lie. They made me feel bad. I mean, Pete on one hand is like in his 50s. He's had a stroke, and it's like you would never even know it. Much as sex he's having with Pam, it's like wow. They put me to shame. I mean, wow. That's all I'm gonna say about that because I'm not going into my sex life. It's personal. That's private for me to know. But whew, they was getting it in. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, in and everywhere too. Going to swinger party. I was interested in, and I found it fascinating that they even mentioned Atlanta here, the Trapeze Club, going there. I didn't like Peter though. I didn't like him because I felt like him and Pam had that chemistry, and it's like she wanted trust over love. She valued that most of all. But in book two, which is Passion and the Fury, swinging in the Bible Belt, I felt like she was catching feelings for Peter and he was catching feelings for her. I felt that in he just didn't want to own his truth because it was one point where they was having intimate intercourse, I guess what I want to say, and he actually said I love you, and it was like wow, he said it. There was a time where his wife and Pam's husband, Colt and Mary, say they love each other's too. And you know, quite natural. That's to be. I mean, I can see having a drive by, which is someone who maybe come to your house like on a Monday or Wednesday. If you have a scheduled day where y'all just have sex, they go home, go on about their business. That's all y'all do. I can see that. But when you are like going over to the house, doing the lawn, light fixtures, going on trips, family reunions together, no, you bound to fall, and I mean fall. That's no, I mean that's natural, you know. This was to me. I felt sorry for Pam because she was always for everybody meeting everybody else's needs, and I felt like she wouldn't get all her needs in. Sexually, yes, but I felt like they took advantage of her, ran over her because they know they could. She valued their foursome relationship. I did like Mary because Mary, she was like with Colt. She liked having sex with him because she said that he was more passionate and slower, where her husband Peter was like, and that's what Pam liked. So it was a great combination because they found what they needed in a man in each other's husbands. But I just didn't like the way Mary would say stuff like, "Oh, he still sleeps with me and he loves me." Like she had a point to prove. When technically, when Peter was with Pam, he said they didn't even have sex, and that's another thing. Colt and Pam was like they really didn't have sex, and like Peter was a soccer coach, so he was out of town most of the majority of the time, and she felt like alone because she didn't have no one. So eventually, she started hooking up with other men on SLS website, the swingers website, to have sex with them. And she was enjoying one particular married man. And then she messed with this single man. I was like, this was. And then the part what got me was, well, when Peter and Pam was having sex in this swingers club, and it was like they was having sex in front of the audience, and it was like they didn't care. You know, I was like, wow. I just want to say, book one, I give 5 stars, excellent read. Book two, I have to give it a 3, and I've already did my reviews because book two, Passion and Fury, Swinging in the Bible Belt, it has some typos where, okay, if you have a sentence, it shouldn't be running 3 times in a row after each other. I just couldn't see that, and it was like more than 3 times. I want to say I caught that, so that's why I was like, I couldn't. Book two was it has too much typos, so hopefully in book three we won't see that. And I look forward to reading book three. Congratulations to Pam Trotter. So please support Pam Trotter. Her first book is Swinging in the Bible Belt, and her second book is Passion and Fury, Swinging in the Bible Belt, and the third book drops November 1st of this year. Not gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say until next time. Hope you have a great week.